Ladies and gentlemen, we are now at the tail end of March, which means we are firmly into March Madness and bracket season is upon us. Yes, sir. And yes, if you're participating in the hoopla this year, then your bracket is probably utterly destroyed by now. Whether that's Kentucky bowing out in the round of 64 to this year's Cinderella St. Peter's, or the defending national champion Baylor Bears not even cracking the Sweet 16, everybody loves a little bit of madness that is March. And luckily, if you're invested into the game of Valorant as we are, then you probably have a little bit of a bracket going on your own. This past weekend, we had the playoffs of VCT Challengers 1 to determine who's going to be the 2 representatives of North America. And by now, if there were any Cinderella or big surprises, it probably would have happened, right? Or so we thought. This is the bracket that I came up with. Unfortunately, I didn't, I loafed it a little bit too much on the VLR one, or the official one, as it currently stands at the time of this recording. This is the bracket that is currently going on right now. And as you can see, or if you've been watching or keeping up with this year's VCT, there have been 2 pretty big surprises. Number 1, we had Luminosity Gaming upsetting the previously undefeated version 1 2-1 in the quarterfinals, and in the upper bracket semifinals, we had Cloud9 go down to the rejuvenated Optic Gaming 2-1 as well. Currently in the lower bracket, we had Knights go up against XSET, and XSET with a convincing 2-0 win over Knights, and a really grinded out series of version 1 versus Sentinels. And unfortunately, the Sentinels of old did not show up for the last 2 maps. It was version 1 to come out on top, and that sets us up for what's going to be an awesome lower bracket run. So Luminosity, even though they came off the high of beating version 1 in the quarterfinals, fortunately the guard was just a little bit too good. They got 2-0'd by the guard and sent to the lower bracket to face off against XSET. So these are 2 incredible matchups, and Cloud9 versus version 1 is something that I'm going to have my eye on, because I had Cloud9 and V1 in the upper bracket finals actually. And this is going to completely bust brackets. So no, it's not really a Cinderella story, but these are 2 juggernauts going at it way earlier than expected, and unfortunately one of these 2 previously undefeated teams from the groups will not represent North America in Reykjavik this year. So that was the Challengers 1 VCT bracket. Let us know what you guys think. Leave it in the comments. Who do you have coming on top? Who do you have coming out of the whole thing? And who do you have as the 2 representatives for North America for Masters 1 this year in Reykjavik? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Yes, sir.